Yeah, good.
Are you excited? And we should get a wet. Yeah. So, Maddie, here we are, mate. First episode of The Mentors.
Here we are, Clouds. Great brainchild.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, Matt, can you tell me, maybe for the listeners out there who are probably, jumping in, listening to our first episode, let's give them an overview of what The Mentors is all about, the concept that we've come up with.
Well, I think, look, Clouds, you and I have been speaking about this for a while about most of the agents day to day, they're experiencing the same challenges out in the market, correct?
Absolutely.
So real estate, we know it's not that technical. I mean, I always say to my team, it's find a buyer, find a seller, take a commission.
Yep.
Anything inside or outside of that, you're confusing the process.
Yeah.
But it's just in between those things is just knowing how to navigate your way through and actually being transparent with the whole process. Because what happens, agents have got themselves a bad name by trying to guess what to say and not actually have the dialogue.
Absolutely.
And that gives the industry a bad name. So if you're best off to pause and say to somebody, I'll come back to you.
Yeah.
So the mentoring program with us has given an opportunity for someone to basically call in raw, unedited.
No editing here.
Find out what they can actually say, that last bit of dialogue that just might help them safely land the property, on the runway.
Absolutely, because I think that's the whole key of our podcast is to keep it real as much as possible, rather than you and I giving sort of tips on training or whatever else, rather than, what are you experiencing right now? So if listeners are out there, you can join in our social media platforms, jump on there or find me on my website or text Matt Lahood, whatever it is. Give us your question. We'll reach out to you. We'll give you a call. And then you can be part of this program where hopefully we have the answer. I'm not going to say it's going to be right or wrong, but it'll... 52 years experience, Matty?
Exactly, between us. And the thing is, Clouds, like a lot of the podcasts and things out there in the market, some of them are manufactured and sort of strategized and then launched, which is not a bad thing. So there's a lot of good learning in our industry. This is more, though, how to. Yeah. Which there's not a lot of how-to in the marketplace. There's a lot of what to do, but there's not a lot of how to actually do it.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of what I did and how I made it, and a lot of people that's good to hear people's stories, but this is actually what do I do and how can you help me get there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Matt, in 2 minutes, give us your bio for people that don't know who Matt Lahood is.
Left school, straight into real estate. Straight here now, 30 years later. Went to kindergarten with you, Claudio. So
we did.
Remember kicking
and high school,
kicking stones around the playground at Coogee for years. Yeah. So I'm really honoured to be doing this with you. It's actually quite surreal.
It is.
Look, been in sales most of my life. Worked at McGrath for 20 years. That was a great journey for me. Worked with John, one of the best in the industry. Full stop. Left there a year ago. Part of the agency startup team, which is now a national brand.
Huge.
We've gone from 0 to a couple of hundred agents. Look, we're just doing our best. Look, we're providing an environment for people where they can grow.
Yep.
We're all about growth. I've always been about, anyone that knows me, I'm all about everybody else growing.
Yeah.
I've been very fortunate to have great leadership and be surrounded by that my whole life in real estate, and also from early on as a child, had really good family sort of structure to help me grow.
Yeah,
so
right.
I'm happy to just help everyone else get ahead. And in that process, that gets this company to where we think it potentially could go, where we want to hit 600 agents in the next 3 years across Australia. We're already opened in a number of locations across Australia already, and we're attracting some of the best, if not the best talent in Australia at the moment.
Absolutely. I love your vision, and obviously you're turning that into a mission right now, which is awesome, which is super cool. Can I share a quick secret with the listeners, Matty?
Sure.
So when I finished school, obviously the same time as you did in 88, went and played the tennis circuit for 3 years.
Yeah, and you were great at it too.
Yeah, didn't make any money out of it. That's why I ended up in real estate. But I remember having a conversation with you when I was roughly about early 20s, 21, 22, and you were working at Ritson Ranch Randwick at the time.
That's
and
right. Yeah.
You pulled up in this beautiful big E-Class, and I'm like going, what the hell is he doing that I should be doing in driving an E-Class? And the funny thing was, Matty, you got me into real estate. You said, Cloud, you'd be good at getting into real estate. Why don't you go and do the course at TAFE at Randwick? And you know what? The rest is history, right? I mean, I did that, got into property management, went through the sales process, and now coaching for the last 7 years with one-on-ones from green agents who are green, starting from zero, and agents who are writing seven figures today. And
I never knew that story until you told me. I didn't realise it had that much influence on you.
You had a massive influence.
What I did know, Cloud, when I said that to you was you've always been honest and you'd always been transparent. You always had a lot of friends.
Yes.
And those three qualities are what are successful in real estate. So when you train somebody today and you coach people, they know they're getting what's best for them.
Yeah, thank you.
Because they were the qualities you had. That's why I said to you, and you're very good with people.
Perfect, thank you.
This is just a people business. It's not a property business.
No, exactly.
Our listeners and teams that are working with just need to know, try and work from the heart, not from the head in this business.
100%.
It's a people business. You connect with the people, and I've always connected with people pretty well, and I've got to tell you, I'm not the greatest around individual things about individual properties around what tiles and what roof but I've been able to connect with people, and people have employed me because of the connection.
Absolutely.
So if we understand that, that's a big part of our business.
Well, like you said, Matt, and just reaffirming what you're saying, two things I believe, that nothing will ever change if you have these two qualities: 110% service and a level of humanness.
Oh, 100%.
You have that, you will succeed in this game. Would you agree?
Yeah, look, I've just come back from Hong Kong. I'll just share a quick story and we'll get on with it. I've never seen service about like how to service people, just from when you land at the hotel, you get to a hotel, go to a restaurant. They have made service like it's their main thing.
Yeah.
I think if I took a lot of learnings out of the 5 days I spent there with my wife. Phenomenal. Everywhere we went, everybody was, it's my pleasure times 10.
Yes.
What can we do for you? Even in the hotel, things like, they took us to the room and checked us in the room with hot towels and things like that, not standing there waiting. I never waited for a single thing. So I'm going to apply that theory back into this business immediately.
Yeah.
Is, tomorrow's too late.
Yes.
That's the first thing.
Yes.
And now I think like half an hour is too long. If you can't fix it in 2 minutes, it can't be fixed.
Absolutely. You know what today I think, Maddie, is this. The competition today is no longer your Ray Whites or your LJ Hookers of the world, or Ritson Ranch or McGrath's or whoever that may be. Today your competition is the consumer experience.
Yeah, 100%.
That's your competition. Like how you conduct your open homes, how you get back to people, how you're connecting with them. That's the experience they want. And if you're not providing that experience today and you're still like living under a rock and trying to do open homes like they were 10 years ago, you'll be flushed out of this game. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. And in Hong Kong, I learned that instant coffee's too slow. It's not fast enough. Like I saw a lady at one of the restaurants, like she was serving 3 people at once.
My goodness. Like
I just think that is amazing. And I sat back and watched. Most people probably wouldn't analyse that, but I did.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? It's a huge economy over there, and there's 8 million people sitting on a little island. There's no time to waste.
No, absolutely.
We can take that theory and bring it back here. Speed is the new currency.
Yes.
Our businesses could all triple.
Well, there's some new ideas for 2018.
Yep. That's it.
Ready to have a killer year. Okay, Matt, are you ready to jump into this?
Ready to go. Let's roll.
I'm scared. I'm freaking out.
Let's go, Clouds.
So we've got Angela from Lang & Simmons St. George.
Fantastic.
I don't know what a question is, but we're ringing and dialing her in now. So
let's go.
Let's see if we can hear it.
Brace for impact.
Can you hear it?
Yep.
Beautiful. So here we go.
So like phone a friend sort of thing.
I know it is, isn't it? Hey, the old.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Angela, good morning. It's Claudio and Matt Lahood here from The Mentors. How are you?
Really well. Good morning, guys.
Hey, Angela, how are you?
Hey, can we just give you, if we stuff up, Angela, it's because you're on episode 1.
Oh, that's good.
That's good, thank you.
There's always room for improvement, right?
Absolutely. We'll only get better from here on. Angela, so thanks for joining Matt and I. What is the pressing question that you have for us?
Okay, well, I think, coming back, fresh year, recharged, I think the biggest sort of reflection that I've had after my break is that we all saw that the market was tightening, and listings were getting a little bit harder. I think, I'd be curious to sort of hear your forecast and what lies ahead of us. But what I would love to know on how I can prepare for what's coming is that I'm finding a lot of my competitors out there are doing, whatever it takes to secure the listing and really enticing their future vendors financially. I think that, what can I do that would prepare me to stand my ground and my belief and self-worth that, I don't want to join that group.
Yeah, great question, Angela. I'd probably say, are you feeling a little bit of fear and uncertainty going into 2018 with the changes of what's happening in the market? Okay, so
definitely.
So Matt, for you, you've had like over 20 years experience in real estate, right? So has Matt Lahood ever felt a fear or a level of uncertainty? Has Matt Lahood ever been there as a salesperson?
Look, absolutely. Angela, how I see that is that's the same problem that's been in the game for 30 years, right? There's always somebody doing something cheaper. There's always somebody offering. It's not just the current market now. And when we're all out of the business in, say, 30 years or whatever, the same problem will be happening, right? It's in every industry. So the first thing is you've got to take a position. That's the first thing I learned. So I took a position where I said to myself, I don't want to work under this fee. And I don't want to work under that marketing because I know I'm going to overservice the clients. I'm going to build a team that will overservice them. I'll get the best result in the marketplace. I actually believe that. So first thing you need to do is have the belief that you're the best agent and you're going to do the best. So if you don't feel you are, you need to upskill. Jump onto Claudio, get some more upskilling, read some books over the break, whatever you can do to upskill yourself further, and then come back with the belief that you are the best in the marketplace. Because the owners will buy your belief of yourself, right? That's the first thing. Yes. Next thing is, where I lived my entire real estate career was not in the new business sphere. It was in the past clients. So what are you doing with your past clients? Because they're always the best conversations to have. I used to get the most excitement was when I was meeting and talking to my past clients. So what I'm going to suggest you do, it's not too late. I would ring up 20 of your best clients and go and take them out for lunch between now and Christmas.
Yeah, great suggestion.
I would do that. You will get a lot of energy out of that. You'll get people in there going, Angela, thank you so much. I'd give them a little gift, and I would say like a little candle or something like that to acknowledge that they've already been a past client of yours. And I don't like the words past client. I don't let my team use it. I just say current client because no one's a past client. They're current always. And I think if you just did that one thing, forget about next year, forget about finding business and discounting your commissions and all that. I always live by this belief. Think about this. If I was ever going to give a discount, it's not going to be to the new person I meet next week. It's to be the people that have been using me for the last 30 years.
Sure.
I'd rather give them the discount. Yeah. So I'd rather charge a new person full freight. Because I don't have a relation there, but not my past clients that have given me 3 or 4 listings. They're the ones I'd rather apply the discount to. Now I know it goes against the real estate industry. I don't understand why. I'd rather give a loyal client a huge discount than somebody new who I don't have any rapport, that doesn't like me, doesn't trust me yet, and I have no real relationship with, give them a discount just to get the business. I'd rather, so I'd love you to think like that. But if you lived in your past client space, that's where you're going to get the most love in real estate. Okay. Because, Angela, they already know, like, and trust you, right? Well, you don't have to sell anything to them. So I lived my entire space in my past client life. So what I'd do every single day on my Outlook, it used to flash up. I diarised every 6 months to ring my past clients. So every day I'd open up Outlook, I'd have 5 calls to make. And I'd just ring them, how you going? And inevitably something would come out of that.
Just simple conversations with the people that you know already.
If you want to have a great real estate life, just forget about new business and live in your past clients, because the past clients will refer you to new business, and you won't have to pitch for it and you won't have to discount. The other thing is build a network. Do you have a network rolling in the area? Do you have accountants, lawyers, bank managers?
Involved in the community?
Yeah, solicitors, strata managers that you're meeting with regularly to refer business to? Do you have anything like that set up?
I do, but there's area for improvement. As you said, catching up for a lunch date and actually making it more of a regular event.
The first thing I'd do straight away, what I'd be doing right now, I'd hang up from us.
More of a regular event.
The first thing I'd do straight away, what I'd be doing right now, I'd hang up from us. I'd ring your top 5 clients who'll take a bullet for you. Yeah. And I'd say, listen, I know it's the silly season. I'd love to catch up with a quick breakfast before, the end of the year and just say thank you. You can maybe do on the same day, you could maybe do 2 breakfasts, one at 7:30, one at 9, then maybe do 2 lunches. You could meet 6 people in one day if you wanted to. And you could knock that over and get that, or line something up for early in the new year to meet the past clients.
Correct.
Okay.
And call them current clients.
Some really good tips there, Matty. And what I'd add on top of that for you, Angela, is this. Matt brought a great point, and the point was around belief. Because going into next year, this is what I think. In a good market, anybody can make money, Angela, through the momentum, okay? In a changing market, what it's going to do, it's going to squeeze those guys who are a lot less skilled, who aren't prepared to do the hard work. They're actually going to be, gone from the industry. But here's the thing, with belief. Going into 2018, my belief is this. It's going to be 80% psychology, 20% strategy, because when the market's tough or people are cutting commission or doing deals on marketing or whatever else in your marketplace, and you start to believe that, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. That means you start to feel it. And when you start feeling that, when you're going into a client to meet them at a listing presentation, that's going to inflame them because they're going to feel that fear. It's
they
like...
They sense it, don't they?
They do. We're like animals. Like you think when a dog is fearful, they will look at you, or you go up to a dog and it's a German Shepherd and you look fearful, they sense it. So do your clients. So the first thing is work on your belief. Exactly what Matt Lahood is saying. So I would actually start thinking of, not saying some positive affirmations, but changing the shifting of your mindset, meaning things like, I'm the type of person that enjoys working in this market and simply having conversations with my current clients. And I will make 20 calls a day, right? Focus on what matters, okay? Because what happens is the self-talk is going to take control of you, and then that's going to change your physiology and then your attitude, right? So having the wrong mindset and trying to execute at the same time is going to bring 0 results, okay? Having the right mindset and executing and believing that you're the best, you're doing the right things in this market, you will get different outcomes and a whole set of different results. But the first thing is change your physiology. What you think about when you're, I suppose, in a down market or you've lost a listing, your shoulders are down, your head's down. So your nuance, your body language, your customers pick up that energy. Yep. So you need to make sure and have consciousness around the energy that you bring around your people, okay? And not going in there going, I hope I got that listing. I hope that other agent didn't discount their fee. They're probably going to go and list with them because it's not of me. And the moment you have that in your mindset is the moment that becomes a belief system, and that belief system will inflame the other people that you're dealing with, and they will sense it.
So Angela, do you read a lot?
I do. I do like reading. Listen to a lot of podcasts.
Okay.
As well.
So what's Claudio has resonated there with me is I'd be reading or listening to podcasts that have got things around strengthening your mind.
What you feed into your mind.
Right. That's what I took out of that.
Don't listen to the radio. Don't listen to anything. Just think about the identity that you want to become in the new year in 2018. Because once you know the person you want to become, that's going to drive your behaviour. So if you're thinking of the person that's like fearful, person that has uncertainty, right? Guess what? That's the type of person of identity that's going to come out. So write down the identity that you want to have in 2018. And that can start from the type of, I want to do X amount of calls, ring my current clients. I want to have one face-to-face each day. I want to meet one current client, twice a week, et cetera, et cetera. Once you start writing that, and writing is such a powerful thing because then the brain understands exactly what you're trying to achieve. But when you're in a downward spiral or you're in a negative mindset, the mind feels lost. Okay, so it's super, super important. You write down, have some clarity. Even maybe perhaps being a new year, rewrite your business plan, rewrite your goals that you want to achieve. There will be something inside of you that will inflame, and that will give you that level of certainty and eradicate that fear that you might be feeling going into the new year.
Right. Okay. Well, that's great.
Does that give you some tips?
Definitely.
I don't know if that helps, but we
I love the fact that work on your existing relationships that you've worked so hard to achieve. I love that.
Absolutely.
We sit there and we focus on new business. and the people that you've proven yourself to, it's definitely something that I wasn't thinking about.
Oh yeah, look, it's how many past clients would you have?
Probably would have at least, I would say, about 50.
Wow. Okay. So what a place to start.
Exactly.
I'd personally, Angela, if I was you, I'd be ringing all of those 50 today. I'd clear my diary.
And even try and get a face-to-face, one of them a week or two of them a week.
Is that buyers and sellers, 50, or is that sellers only, or?
I would say buyers and sellers combined.
Okay, so I'd ring every one of them, just say, we're all wishing you all the best for the new year. And the 5 to 10 that you think are really like long-term clients that you had that massive relationship which will only use you, they'll never use you, they're the ones I'd zero in and either take them out for breakfast or get together with some drinks with a group of them or whatever. What I'd love to see you do next year is actually have a VIP client night and invite them all along.
Client appreciation party, love them.
That's great.
As long as Matt and I get invited, okay? That's the main thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
And Claudio only drinks expensive French wine as well. So
we're just drinking a bit of San Pellegrino at the moment, Angela, so...
Love that.
Hey, listen, Angela...
sorry.
Go on.
What were you going to say, Claudio?
I was just going to say thank you so much for joining us in the first episode of The Mentors.
Oh, no, thank you for having me. And I just wanted to say what an amazing platform you're creating. You know, it's going to be great having somewhere to call in and have a bit of a safety net when you need those
that's great.
Those thoughts to be sort of ironed out, and it's great to be able to have it accessible when you need it.
That's
perfect.
Awesome.
Perfect. Thanks, Angela. And if you see it on Facebook in the new year, please share it with other people. Let other people know, because we want to help as many people as we can. And that's our aim for Matt and I, just helping people to be successful and become bigger than they can be and the best they can be.
Thank you. Sharing your knowledge.
That's
Thank
it.
You. Good on you.
Good on you, Angela.
Thanks.
We'll talk to you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Got something great from this episode? It would mean the world to us if you passed it on. Tune in each week as we mentor a new agent. Have a question? Want to be on the show? Get in touch with Claudio Encina, Matt Lahood, or visit our Facebook page. The Mentors is brought to you by Sprinkler.media.